What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Bad news for Disney. People have had enough. I've already talked about, or maybe you haven't seen it, but I did a different video where I talked about how Disney Plus got caught running ads, even in premium ad-free services. Meaning, I pay Disney Plus extra money. They ran ads in it, in extra money, so they don't run ads, but they're running ads anyway. By the way, they also do this on Hulu, Paramount Plus, and Peacock. It's all a scam. Now, a new report, a scathing report about Disney proper, about Disney theme parks, now say they have gotten addicted to price hiking, and they've priced out the middle class family, and now they're panicking to do damage control. Too little, too late. Before we get into the full story, huge thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video. It's a service that I use, a service that I love. Big companies with poor security are getting hacked every day, and your personal information is being sold on the dark web, so spammers, scammers, and identity thieves can target you, and they face zero repercussions from it. I mean, have you ever been the victim of a data breach? I've probably had my stuff leaked a dozen times. That's why I actually use and love Aura. Aura will identify data brokers who are selling my information and submit opt-out requests on my behalf. Give Aura a few weeks, and you'll stop seeing your information on these sites. Give when you search yourself, which of course will lead to less spam and all sorts of other stuff. Aura will also continuously monitor the dark web and alert me if they find my personal information being exposed, which they have done many times in the past. Plus, they give you up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. The app also has a VPN with over 100 different locations. You can trust me, get Aura today, do their trial period, give them 14 days. You use my link in the description, aura.com/thequartering, to try 14 days for free. That'll be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal information is out there and been exposed. Even Disney is concerned about how expensive vacations have become. Fears within Disney. The theme parks have hit the price limit. Disney World is worried about high prices. This is all from a new article. All this is spinning off, I think it was the New York Times. Let me check I'm pretty sure it was the New York Times that kind of started this. And it was, is Disney theme park vacation still worth the price? No, that's not the start. That was August 12th. As Disney returns to steamrolling itself, there was an article, maybe it was the New York Times, but it was wild. The price of Disneyland here, Disney parks addicted to price hikes become more unaffordable, according to a new report. Disney Parks is responding to a report criticizing the company's skyrocketing prices that are making theme park visits even more unattainable for middle-class families. This was the Wall Street Journal, not the New York Times, that wrote this. This comes after the Wall Street Journal published a report claiming that published a report claiming that officials at Walt Disney Company who work in park pricing admit that their theme park experience has become unaffordable for the average American as executives have grown addicted to price hikes. The publication reported the price tag for a 2-day Walt Disney adventure for a Delaware mom, her husband, and 2 kids topped $3,000, not including airfare and lodging, which is probably another $5,000. The whole time I was just thinking about how much money we were spending.
For the second October in a row, Disneyland tickets are jumping in price, this time by roughly 6%. The cheapest single-day ticket, which can only be used on certain days, remains at $104. The other 6 pricing tiers, based on anticipated demand, now range from $126 to $206.
And that'll get you and for $206, you'll get the great experience of sitting in line for 8 hours. They basically make the line so untenable that it forces you to buy their line jumping pass, which so many people buy, you don't even really jump the line. 2 days of park tickets were $1,100. Line skipping passes, an additional $208. Now, again, you could argue the line skipping passes are not required. You're right. A meal with costume characters, $219. 2 Mickey Mouse bubble wands, $60. Internal discussions over whether Disney parks may be losing grip on families with young kids, many of whom have been loyal customers, have become more and more common, the publication reported. While attendance at domestic parks increased 1% in the fiscal year ending September, it's still down 6% from the year before. Additionally, per-person spending on tickets, food, and merchandise increased 3% in each of Disney's past 2 fiscal years. Disney began increasing prices when demand for theme park visits soared following the coup. Disney parks use demand-based pricing, so surge pricing, which means prices are higher during peak holiday dates or school vacations. Now, you don't get a better experience during those dates. You actually get a worse experience for those days. So your experience on higher demand days is not better. They don't raise the price to let fewer people into the park. No. That's not how this works. They raise the price and you get a worse experience because you get longer lines at the bathroom, longer lines at the concession stands, longer lines at the rides, shows sell out. Park passes, the once free Fast Pass system has now been replaced by Lightning Lane tiers, with the priciest version costing $450 a day. In October, one-day adult passes at Disney broke the $200 mark for the first time. The cheapest tickets, which are valued at $104 a day for low demand, remain unchanged, while park hopper tickets will still be an extra $70. Look, part of the reason they keep hiking up the prices is because all the kids that grew up going to Disney, I'd be willing to bet you that the rate of adult Disney people is higher than ever. Sorry not to catch any strays there, Jay, over at Drunk 3PO. But, I mean, so adults come so they can charge adults more. Well, they're pricing out families. Theme parks account for 70% of Disney's operating income in 2023, a sharp rise from just 41% in 2019. A family of 4 typical 4-day visit stay with a budget Disney hotel cost $4,266 in 2024, a price increase of $3,230. That means it was about $1,000 in 2021. That means we've seen a 300+% increase in the hotel prices. Disney, however, insists that more affordable options exist, arguing that a similar trip could cost as little as $3,000. Oh, that's it? A recent survey conducted by Harris Poll found that 74% of respondents believe experiences like cruises, amusement parks, and Disney vacation have become financially out of reach. Well, stop going then. You know, there's a certain thing too where I've got to be a little harsh on the park goers. They're only increasing the price to the moon because you're letting them. You're letting them do that. And that's why they're doing it. Nobody actually, is stopping to going to the park. Park attendance is up 1%. It's full of influencers and Disney adults. That's who's going. Disney said that its theme parks are within financial reach for middle-class families and that it offers a range of price offerings as well as promotions throughout the year. It added that it adjusts prices throughout the year to manage attendance. No, you don't. You don't stop letting people in. You sell as many tickets as you can. What are they talking about? You sell bonkers tickets and you just charge more money when you can. You don't let fewer people into the park. Among those who have reported cutting back on Disney vacations, the biggest reason, 59%, was cost. Disney had simply become too expensive. Disney, however, remains confident that its parks still provide value. Yeah, to dork influencers and TikTok girls to go there and do their Disney fit of the day. Wall Street Journal, even Disney is worried about the high cost of a Disney vacation. Yvonne Kindle spent years contemplating her trip to Walt Disney. This November, she finally got a chance to take her family of 4. The trip left Kindle, a bank compliance officer from Delaware, with sticker shock, especially after recent price increases. 2 days of park rides ran $1,200. Passes to let them skip the lines on popular rides, another $200. Now, again, you don't have to do that. She's not going back. The happiest place on earth has long felt like one of the most expensive spots on the planet for many Americans. But the allure of a magical family vacation kept visitors coming in. Then, post-lockdown demand soared. Disney put price hikes into overdrive, putting vacations at its theme parks out of reach for many American families. Attendance growth has slowed over the past few years, and even some families who were once regulars are now canceling their pilgrimage. Well, I mean, can you blame them? Like, can you actually blame these people? They can't afford to go. If you want to spend $5,000 to go to Disney and give a company more money to try and indoctrinate your kids, don't forget that's how they're spending your money. By the way, they're indoctrinating your children. You know, they're using that money to spread woke ideology. You know, just so you remember. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.